All right, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all glory, praises, and honor to Yahweh, by Shem, Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh,
Shem,
Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakak Wadash.
Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elder apostle of Great Millstone. Salutations and much love to you, Akim, out there pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. And here we are, Great Millstone Tampa Church again. All right, coming to you with a weekly live stream. Okay, and we're just gonna go into this, what the Spirit is speaking on the flavor of the week, so to say. As you see the title of the video, the faithful and the unfaithful. All right, and I'm gonna let brothers take off, but let me get this quick precept, because ultimately, the faith has only been given to certain men. Okay, it had been. Well, let me just read this, and then you brothers got it. This is Sirach chapter 1, verse. I'm gonna start at 13. 14th is the point. This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 1, verse 13. Whoso feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb. All right, so there you go, man. The fear of the Lord was created with the faithful in the womb. That comes to mind, Jeremiah chapter 1. Okay, so the fear of the Lord had to been given to you from the womb. You know what I'm saying? It was written in your DNA before you was even born. All right, before you came out your mama's twat, the spirit the spirit of Yahweh Shai was upon you, man. All right, this ain't nothing new. The spirit has to be drawn out of you. That's what is it? Edification means to draw out, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it educate? Educate, kind. You see, so what ultimately goes back? Do you have to have it for it to be brought out? All right, because you can't know martial arts, or you don't know martial arts, right? You somebody that don't know martial arts, and then they start training, and if they don't know it, they don't know it. But somebody that's trained years ago, they get back in that dojo, they're gonna know what they're doing, and it's the same thing with us. It was given unto us. We know this thing already. The Lord just got to bring it back out.
I got
it.
Jeremiah here. Jeremiah 1:5. Jeremiah 1:5. It says, "Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou comest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations." So, like the brother's saying, the brother just quoted it. The scripture. This is something. This is our lot. Lord willing, it seems like brothers have been doing this through faith. We haven't been looking back. Brothers aren't second guessing this being the truth or anything like that. The Lord put the spirit on us, and it's just seemed like this is something that we've done in the past. This is something that we know we never did it in this flesh. However, it seems like we have. It seems like we've done this in the past, but it goes back to past lives and things of that nature. This is something that the Lord has ordained us to do. Is preach the word in truth and sincerity, week in and week out, in season, out of season. Without taking breaks, without second guessing the doctrine, without second guessing our elders. We do this out of faith that Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is going to save us out of the hell that we about to, that's about to come upon this earth. You know what I mean? Go ahead, brother.
This is 2 Peter 3:1. It says, "This is the second epistle, beloved. I now write unto you in both, which I stir up your pure minds by the way of remembrance." And I go back to that what the brother was talking about, educate. Educate to draw from within. You know what I mean? So stirring up your pure minds by the way of remembrance. What when we read these things, we have that understanding, because we had it once before. So these things were written, all right, to stir up our pure minds by the way of remembrance, because we had it before, all right? We had this truth, knowledge, wisdom, understanding in our past life, all right? That ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophet, all right? And if we so happen to be those men, all right, those were the words that we wrote, all right, in our past life, all right? Because the spirit of prophets is subject to the prophets, okay? It says that ye might be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets, and of the commandment of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior. Okay, so these things were written to stir up our pure minds by the way of remembrance, all right, to seek that old path, all right, that path that we once knew, that path that we once walked, man. All right, that's pretty much it. On that one.
Yeah, kind of stirring up your pure mind by the way of remembrance, you know, and somebody want to get it, you know, faith come by hearing, because what, you know, brother, we heard this word, you know, we didn't just wake up, you know, as newborn babies knowing this, all right, we went through the world, you know, we was in all types of folly throughout our whole lives. Some brothers came out of it a lot younger than other brothers, but nonetheless, we was all in this world at one point, you know, being niggas, being Gentiles. But then what happened? The Lord bestowed this word onto us by other men. You know, maybe we heard it through, like, you know, maybe we heard it on the internet. Maybe your brother walked by a camp. But ultimately, when we heard that word, what ended up happening is it snapped something in our mind, in our psyche, in our spirit, and we kept on cleaving on to what we heard. And by the way of remembrance, it stirred up our pure mind. Go ahead, brothers.
All right, I was searching up that real quick. Faith cometh by hearing.
Yeah.
Just in Romans.
Yeah.
Romans. I don't remember where.
10, I believe. Romans 10.
Yeah, you know where to say, get it, because I got to search for it.
All right, yeah, I get it real quick. This is Romans 10, verse 14. It says, for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. It says, how then? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 17. Yeah, 17. Kind of. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah. So like verse 17, under verse 17, Romans 10, verse 17. It says, so then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High.
Yeah, man. You know? Yeah, so we all heard the word. You know, physically with our ears, we heard the word. And that's when your faith started building up. Because what happened? What was you doing before that? You was into something else. You know, whether it been some kind of Black Power Egyptology bullshit, or maybe you was a Christian, or maybe you was just not caring about that. Maybe you wasn't even thinking about anything. But what ended up happening is you heard this, and then something clicked in your head, and you was like, yo, I need to hear more of this. I think this might be the truth. And then what did it do? It built up your faith. And now what are you doing? You shut off the whole world, the whole entire world, and you come 100% into this, serving the Lord, serving the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, calling on this holy name, blessing this holy name every day, multiple times a day, and being a brother, you know, and hating your life, hating this life here that you're in right now. Because what? Your faith has been built up by hearing the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the words of the Heavenly Father. Go ahead.
God, this is 1 Corinthians 14, verse 32. And the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
The spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So those same spirits that have been before, the same spirits that wrote this book, the pages out of this book right here, the same men, the spirits in all types of men. You know, you are a spirit. You're not this body. You're a spirit that inhabits these bodies, these vehicles. All right. So those same spirits, they was here on this earth, you know, thousands of years ago. So those same spirits, the spirits that was in the prophets back in those days, when the prophets were walking the earth of old times, when they was writing these scriptures and prophesying, all right, those spirits are back here today. Who they are, you know, we have an idea who they are, but you know, those same spirits are back here today, and they're subject to the prophets. So the prophets are back again today. Go ahead.
I got two of them right here in the same chapter of Romans 8. To back, you know, to tie all this together. Yep. This is Romans 8. I'm gonna start at verse 14 through 16. It says, "For as many are led by the Spirit of the Most High, they are the sons of the Most High. For you have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but you have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father." You know, and that's how our spirits, you know, the spirits of the prophets, they continuously cry out to the Most High, man. Those are those righteous spirits that's continuously crying out unto the Father, man, that's continuously seeking him out. Generation after generation, these are the same people, all right? And it's going to go a little further in. It says, "And the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. Linking back up what the brother was saying, the spirits of the prophets were subject to the prophets, man. All right, now I'm going to jump over to verse 29 and 30. Romans 8 and 29. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed in the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Moreover, who he did predestinate, them he also called. Whom he called, them he also justified. And whom he justified, he also glorified. And when you read in between that, talking about us being joint heirs with Yahushua, and also how, these same men was with Yahushua from the beginning, so these are the same people, you got, going into these same righteous spirits, so to say, but, for lack of a better term.
Okay. Yeah, because at the end of the day, what is faith? Faith is a gift. And who did the Most High Yahweh give that faith, that gift unto? All right. He gave it unto those men, the same men that he gave unto Yahushua. Okay. It's not a mystery. It's not rocket science. The Lord gave the faith unto the men that he gave unto Yahushua. So what? They can come back and do the same thing and fight for Yahushua in these last days and throughout their generations, man. All right, because faith is a gift. Faith has to be given unto you. All right. Going back to the title of this video, the faithful and the unfaithful. All right, the faithful is a small number. The ones that are truly going to have faith. All right, I'm talking about truly have faith. We understand that 1/3 is gonna be saved, but what is it? John 17 say, I don't only pray for them, but pray for them that's gonna believe on their words. But wait, that goes to show you a distinction, a separation between the ones that are gonna believe through the words of Yahweh Bashim, right, and then the ones that are gonna believe through what we tell them. But what we, Lord's will, we those men, we the ones with the faith. All right, because when these people start believing, man, it's from what we show them, what we tell them. We believe from not seeing nothing. We believe just because Lord's will, we those men, it was a gift given unto us. The faith, the Lord has bestowed faith upon us. All right, somebody grab Hebrews 11:6 real quick. All right, because faith is a key thing. All right. Faith is one of the main factors. All right, it's the main ingredient. One of the main ingredients in this truth. If you don't have that main ingredient, you throw it out the window, you're not making the cake. All right. Say you got all the ingredients for the cake except for the main one, then you ain't making a cake. You're not baking nothing, man. It's gonna flop over in the oven. And when the heat comes on it, the adversity, the furnace comes onto that cake, what's going to happen? It ain't going nowhere. It's going to be a slop on a pan. But if you have that faith, what's going to happen? It's going to become a cake. Go ahead, brothers. Whoever got that.
This is Hebrews 11, verse 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him.
That's right. So real quick, without faith, it is impossible. Bible saw somebody grab the word impossible in the blue there. All right, because it's impossible to please him. Please who? Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. It's impossible to please the Most High. All right, without faith. All right, and you read at the beginning of that chapter, faith is the things not seen. All right, evidence of things not seen. All right, things hoped for. So if you don't have faith, then you ain't going nowhere because it's impossible. The scripture tell you that all things are possible with Hamashiach, right? Yahushai. But what if you don't have faith? It's impossible to get anywhere in this truth, man. If you don't have faith in what you reading, if you don't have faith in what the Lord has said, what you've been taught, you ain't going nowhere, man. The train is gonna be derailed. Anybody got that word?
Yeah, it says in the blue letter, the word impossible.
Strong's G 102. Adunatos.
Like kind of like Greek word adunatos. It means without strength, impotent, powerless, weak, disabled.
Keep going. You good? Keep going.
It says powerless, weakly, disabled, unable to be done, impossible. Could
Impossible
not do.
and unable to be done. So you can't. I mean, we got that for just to further prove our point because impossible is impossible, but it cannot be done. It is disabled. You look at a nigga that's disabled, he ain't going nowhere. He's not doing nothing. So that's the same way you are if you don't have faith with the Lord, man.
Con, I got a quick precept.
Go ahead, you got it.
Con. Since you brought up that word impossible, this is
you can't. It says
Hey, hold on, Aria. The brother's talking. I don't know if you can hear him.
Can your brothers hear me?
Nah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can hear
Keep
you.
going. Yeah, keep going. Aria, I'll put you back in. Go ahead,
Okay, con. This is Matthew chapter 17, verse 20. It says, "And Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, ye have faith."
Yeah,
I can hear you. I don't think you can
No,
hear
I
me.
was just gonna reread that again in the Hebrews chapter.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Go ahead, Mayim. Say something.
Con, you can hear me out? Aria?
Nah, I can't hear you. Just go ahead and speak, brother.
Con. It says, "And Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief, I verily say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and this shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible to you." All right. So you see, Yahushua said that if we were to have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, that you can move mountains and nothing shall be impossible to you. You know, so you just have to have faith, man. No matter what that measure is that's been given onto you, because like the brother read, or the brother Ash was speaking about, it is a gift. When you read that, the first book of Corinthians chapter 12, it talks about the diversity of gifts, man. And faith is one of them. All right. It's a gift that's given onto us because we're all of that same body. All right. So all you have to have is faith in Yahweh Shemi Shai, because what does the scripture say? You must believe that he is, man, which is the name of the Lord. All right. You have to first and foremost believe in him, man. Have faith in the name. Okay. And that's how it starts, man. All right. That's what I wanted to say.
Go ahead, dude.
Hey, make a point real quick, because the brother said, "Oh, all we have to have is faith." All right, and you know what's so special about that is, as the brother quoted earlier, the one in Ephesians, faith is a gift, but as the scriptures say, this is 2 Thessalonians 3, verse 1. It says, "Finally, brethren, pray for us that the word of the Lord may have free course and be glorified, even as it is with you." All right. So free course be glorified. So what? It had free course on us. It was glorified. Why? Because we believed. It was able to prosper. That seed that was planted was able to grow, man. All right, and become fruitful on its own and start producing fruit. All right. What says, "And that we may be delivered from unreasonable and wicked men, for all men have not faith." So, that's special, because like your brother say, all we got to do is have faith and believe, and that's the main ingredient. But the scriptures clearly just said not all men have faith. So not all men was given that gift of faith, right, to believe. That wasn't given. We thank the Most High for that. When we heard this word, all right, he gave us that gift, and we were able to receive and hear and believe, because it's been many times you can break these scriptures down to somebody, but if they don't believe, all right, it's not going to come to pass. Like what's going on right now. They're talking about, the 12 tribes sign, Hispanics aren't Israelites. But look, I can break the tribes down, every last tribe from southern to northern kingdom. But at the end of the day, it's based off of faith. It's a faith thing. I can say, "Oh yeah, bro, I can prove you from the tribe of Issachar, because this right here." And but at the end of the day, I can prove everything, but it still takes faith, all right, to believe it, man. All right. So this is solely based off of faith. That's why it's about an election. All right. Whoever can believe, it's a good chance that they are part of the elect. Whoever hear this word and believe it, all right. Again, faith cometh by works. You believe, then what? You go out and speak. Okay. It's a good chance you might be chosen or you might be part of the elect if you can believe this truth. All right. And it can prosper with you. Because not all men have faith, as the scripture says.
I got a quick precept to back you up. You brought up earlier camp last Saturday. Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 2. For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them. So going out as far as the gospel goes out, we go on highways and byways, published on YouTube. Okay, going into the breakdowns, it's on the internet as we speak. So the gospel is preached. It's onto us as well as them. So going into the balancing of going to the faithful and unfaithful. Continuing, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. So going into that, the ingredient, they didn't mix it, hearing the word with faith. And that's why that formula which the Lord has upon his elect, going into the faith from the womb. Okay, you cannot add that ingredient unless the Lord gives you it, right? Just like you can't put some into a cake unless you have the ingredients passed to you, or so on and so forth. You can't bake this spiritual cake, you can say, without faith, because it's not gonna rise, it's not gonna do what it's supposed to do unless you have the proper ingredients, right?
I got that precept real quick for you, brothers. Ephesians, it's like
2 and 8.
2 and 8, yeah. Ephesians 2 and 8, and it reads, hey, you got it?
Yeah, I was holding that, but go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead and get it, bro. Go ahead.
All right, Cotton, this is Ephesians 2 and 8. It says, for by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, for it is the gift of the Most High, not of works, lest any man should boast.
Kind of. So, hey, it's a gift from the Most High, not of works, lest any man should boast. So, that's why, we, amongst the brothers, hey, everybody's been given their measure of faith, and as the disciples actually have a shot, they said, increase our faith, and then that's when the parable of my young, went into, if you have faith of a grain of a mustard seed, you shall be able to pretty much move mountains, so to say. All right. So your faith has to be increased. All right. You can build. Yeah. We all have that gift, but you're supposed to build on that measure of faith that you've been given, man. All right. You're supposed to build it up. And that's pretty much your house, man. All right. Your foundation, you in this truth, your faith in this truth, man, has to be built up for, like we was going to at camp last week, for when the winds come and beat on that house. All right, representing that faith, is it still going to stand, man? All right, is it strong enough to stand?
And real quick, if I may read one more precept on that Matthews, all right, because you just kind of touched on it a little bit. This is Matthews 17 and 20 was the parable of the mustard seed, and at verse 21 it says, "Howbeit, this kind goeth not out, but by prayer and fasting." All right. So you gotta be praying. All right, you gotta be fasting. It has to be given unto you. The Most High is not gonna give a precious gift such as faith unto a degenerate man. All right, unto an ungrateful person. All right, the Lord is gonna give it to those who want it, man. Who are out there trying to go and get it, man. Okay, you praying and you fasting, because that's a part of the faith too, man. Because if you don't have faith, then you're not going to be praying, man. You're not going to be doing the, afflicting yourself, man. Okay. Just wanted to touch on that because you kind of hit on it a little bit there, but.
Yeah, just something real quick through the spirit. It says, 2nd Ezra 16, verse 73. It says, then shall be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. That's right. So Yahweh Shai, all right, he has chosen men out here. And that's why we are building upon the faith, as the brother was going into, man. And that's why faith is teeth. all right, of this thing of ours, man, of this ministry, man. Because if you don't believe when those winds come to beat upon that house, which is a tribulation, all right, the time of Jacob's trouble, if you don't believe, then you gonna be your house is gonna be blown down, man. Wasted, man. And that's the tribulations. That's why the scripture saying in Jeremiah 30:7, right? Alas, for that day is great. There is none like it, but it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. How shall we be saved? The scriptures say those that were saved by their works and by faith, man. Shall be saved from the same perils, man. So that's why it's important to build upon that faith, man. Build upon that foundation that you have established, in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Okay, because with that faith, with that faith, it's gonna give you that crown of life, man. The scriptures say, knowing the child of your faith being more precious than fine gold, man. So brothers in the street, our faith is on trial, man. And it's being tested every day, man. So it's a beautiful thing to have a belief in the Most High, because we live in a world where people actually claim that they believe in a higher power, but the actions are far away from how you're supposed to conduct yourself if you believe in a higher power, man. And we have the opportunity to be presented in the Ozzy Halbashim side, all right, with our faith, man. Because here it is, the scriptures say your works, you are a filthy rag, okay, and all your righteousness is filthy, right? So what's presentable, what's acceptable in the Ozzy Halbashim, all right, is our faith, our belief in His only begotten Son, man.
Yep.
So you got to be able to use that. You got it, bro.
That's right. Because what faith, hope, belief, this is what's going to separate the men from the boys. This was going to separate the whole world from the elect. Because of what? Faith and belief. Because only the Lord's men, the ones that are predestinated, are going to believe. They're going to have hope in the Lord. They're going to have faith, okay, in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because everybody else, they don't have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They have faith in their paychecks. They have faith in the NBA, whatever the hell they have faith in, but they don't believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. They don't. That again. We read the Hebrews 11:6. It is impossible to please Yahweh Shem Yahushua without faith. That is not a scripture to pass over, man. If you don't have faith, then you was finished, man. And I'm not talking about wavering faith, where from time to time you doubting yourself. That's not faith. Faith is where you wholeheartedly have the conviction that you believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Where you have the confidence with faith. All right, you know that the Lord's coming back to save us. You're not thinking in your mind, in the back of your mind, you're like, damn, is this really true? That's not faith. Faith. Look what happened with Abraham. Look what happened with Noah. You think they were in the back of their minds? They were wondering if this was the real way to go? No, because if that's the case, that's not faith. You're not wondering at the end of the day if you're going to get paid for that day, are you? So why are you wondering if the Lord is going to hold true to His word? Real faith is going to come through His men that have been given the gift of faith, man. Given the gift of believing upon Him, man. All right, and not we, but young Jake out there in DC camp on the other side, he asked what was the importance of faith and belief, man. Hebrews 11:6 tells you, all right, because his question was, well, if we need hope and faith right now, why are we not going to have hope and faith in the kingdom? Because faith is the evidence of things not seen. We're going to see the Lord in that day. The law, statutes, and commandments going to be in us. We don't need faith no more. We see it. We live in it. How does Scripture say? The faith that is seen is not hope for. Things that are seen are not hope for. Something along those lines.
Yeah, it's Hebrews 11:1.
No. Okay, yeah, yeah.
It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
No, that's not the one. Keep reading though.
Oh, you talking about the things that are seen are temporal?
Nah, there's one that I'll get it. You go ahead. You brother.
I got you.
Yeah,
What you said it's not Hebrews 11:1?
no, it's not Hebrews 11:1. No.
And well, I'll in the meantime, I'll read 2 Corinthians 4 and 18, which I know that's not the one you're thinking about either. I know there's another one too, but I'll read this one. It says, while we look, I'll quote it again. 2 Corinthians 4 and 7 or 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. So we have faith. I'm trying to quote it. I know which one you're thinking about. I just can't remember right now how to quote it. But in any case, we look at the things that you can't see.
I got it, brother.
We put our let me just say this real quick. We put our attention on the spiritual side of things. We don't put our attention on the carnal side of things. We see things that are right for our eyes. However, that's not what's going to get us. That's not what is getting us excited about the future. What's getting us excited about the future is the end of this world, the things that you can't see, the kingdom of heaven. Yahushua being back. The Gentiles and servitude, those kind of things. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, that's right. And I maybe we even brought this out earlier, but maybe not. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 24. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. So if you see it, you're not hoping for it. You see it. That's why we're not going to need faith in the kingdom, because we're going to see it. Faith is for right now. Faith is what's going to get you saved, and your works, of course. Because how do you show your faith? Through your works. But in the kingdom of heaven, the law, statutes, and commandments are going to be in us. There's no need for faith. We see the Lord. We're going to be with the Lord. Okay?
That's right.
Again, Romans 8 and 24. For we are saved by hope. Hebrews 11. Brothers just read it. Hebrews 11 and 1. What is faith? What is hope? What is faith? Things hoped for. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. So if you see it, you're not hoping for it, because that's not hope. You see it already. We ain't stuck with the Lord yet. We ain't seen Yahweh yet in this lifetime, right? It goes on and says, for what a man seeth, why doth he yet hope for? So if we're in the kingdom of heaven, we don't need hope. We've already been saved. In the kingdom of heaven, faith is for right now to test you. Faith is to prove yourself unto the Lord.
Yep.
Okay. Verse 25. But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it? Damn right. Because we don't see it yet. We waiting for it, man. That's what hope is. We waiting on things we don't see. We ain't seen it. All right. We don't know. But what, through the spirit we hope, we have faith in it. All right. We don't need to have physical evidence. We don't need no tangible evidence to tell us otherwise. We have faith. We don't need to see it. We have faith, man. And again, without faith, it is impossible to please Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Go ahead, brothers.
That's why
I got a quick, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
To make a point that he made, saying, when the kingdom of heaven gets here, we won't need faith. What we need faith for? Once again, it's the evidence of things not seen. Things hoped for. So when we see Yahushua, when we see the kingdom, it ain't no need to. I hope it happens, because it's already there. So this is another point. I want another kind of angle to go at. Zechariah 9 verse 12. Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. So turn to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Right? So right now that's what we are. We're in a prison of hope. We in a mental prison of hope, man. We hope has us in a prison. Because why? He ain't here yet. But when Yahushua come back, Yahushua is going to deliver us from that prison of hope. It ain't gonna be no need for hope anymore, man. Right? Because he gonna be there. So it's like we're gonna be free from hoping, man. We're gonna be free from hoping.
Yeah. What we gonna be hoping for in the kingdom? We already got it. We got the reward. Ain't nothing else to hope for. The Lord's already with us in that day, man.
Oh yeah.
But what? It begins with the faithful on this side. You have to be faithful. You have to believe. You have to have the faith so you can receive that with Yahushua, man. What did I read it? Was that Romans 8 or 9 that I just read?
8:24.
That was 8. So in that same chapter, it says if we suffer with him, we're gonna be glorified with him. But what that comes with faith. You have to have the faith that if you suffer with him righteously, then you're gonna be glorified with him, man. That's faith. That takes faith to say, hey, you know what? The hell with this world. I'm gonna suffer like our Lord did, so I can be glorified with him. Even though it's not a tangible thing, there ain't no 401 accounts. You can't go on not YouTube. You can't go on the internet and check the status on your on your treasury, you know, or your bank account. You have to have faith that your riches are being stored in the heavens, man. Go ahead, Ari. I know you had some.
Yeah, I was just gonna add on. Well, now that can you read that scripture again? You had the Zechariah.
Yeah.
Yeah, read it one more time, brother. I just want to talk on it.
This is Zechariah 9:12. Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee.
God, that's beautiful. You know, the way you broke it down earlier, us being, saying that we are actually prisoners of hope, man, because that's the only way we're gonna get into we're gonna make it into the next side, you know, without having to get the harsh judgment on this side. You have to be a prisoner of hope on this side, meaning that you're not free. All right, you know, we're talking about you being free and all that shit, man. You ain't free out here in America, man. All right, we're definitely not free because we are prisoners. We are locked in. All right, we are locked in. We are what is it? We are prisoner of hope. I'm sure there's another term in the Bible.
Hey, Paul said he was a prisoner of Yahushua.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Oh, you got it?
What I was thinking about.
Yeah, he got it. He got it for you real quick. He'll read it for you.
Go ahead.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 1, and I'll start at verse 8. Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our Lord, nor of me his prisoner, but be thou partaker of the affliction of the gospel according to the power of the Most High. And I'll keep on reading to verse 9, but be not ashamed, you know, hey, we believe in Yahweh Shai too. You know, like the scripture say, he that be trouble rest with us. You know, and the testimony of our Lord is the spirit of prophecy. That's why we're waiting. We're waiting for him to be revealed. Him cracking the skies. All right, all these hell, we're looking for prophecies. All hell's breaking loose. Okay. You know, we understand that these things must have come to pass before the kingdom of heaven is established. Right. And going into the afflictions, you know, being particular of the affliction, going into the trial of our faith, you know, waiting for the appearing of our Lord so that we can be found worthy, you know, when at his appearing, right? And really worthy finishing our calling, because it said many are called, but you are chosen. So this is verse 9, who have saved us and called us with an holy calling, not according to our works. So our brother brought out earlier about not of works, okay? Because ultimately it's about predestination, you know, but continuing, but according to his own purpose and grace. So exactly, you know, we didn't get called out of the world because of anything we did in the world. You know, there's nothing we can say on the other side when we was in the world saying I did this, that's what the Lord called me. You can't say that because that's not how it was, because of the Lord's grace and his mercy that has been so. Because we all been doing our own thing, pretty much as sheep going astray. All right. And the Lord called us because he said he's gone on to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. It's that election. Exactly. It's just really getting chosen. That's what it is. All right. Finish up this precept, which was given us in Hamashiach Yahushua before the world began. So again, predestination. You know, when going into the things that are right now, you know, it's not of works. You know, before the foundation of the world, this already been written to happen. Okay, the election, the elect, the remnant that the Lord's going to have mercy on. Of course, we have to make our calling election sure. Okay, we're out here giving diligence. Okay, you know, so that we can be found worthy. But at the end of the day, if you're the elect, you're going to get the elect. Like the Apostle Hart said, you know, if you don't put up no videos, you know, on cancer highway and the byways, you're taking a big risk. You're gambling with your life, but nonetheless, the Lord's gonna have mercy on who's gonna have mercy, and that's gonna be the Lord's elect, right?
Right. You say you got to make your call in an election sure. So here it is. You found out that this is the truth. You agree that this is the truth, but you're not cementing your spot on the chariot. You're not cementing your spot in the ark.
Well, if I'm real quick, if I'm gonna add what we started off with, man, that faithful was from the womb, man. They were from the womb, so what they're gonna be making their call in election sure, man. The reason the scriptures say that is to give you a kick in the ass, man. To give the elect a kick in the ass to get up and get out and do something, man. If you ain't gonna do it, then it just ain't in you. You can't be I mean, you can be forced to go do videos. You can get forced to go out there on the highways and byways, but ultimately you're gonna fade away, man. Because
you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it off of faith. You're not gonna do it because somebody's
exactly.
telling you to do it. You're gonna do it because you know the scriptures tell you gotta feed the flock. What's the best way to feed the flock? All right, is to go out on the highways and byways to make these videos, and you're gonna do it out of. You're really gonna do it out of fear of the Lord, because you know, oh shit, I know this. The scripture said do this. Why am I not doing this? Oh, the Lord's gonna kill me. And you know what? You're gonna do it. You know, and that's why we're doing it. We're ultimately doing it. We're not doing it just so we can get views. We're doing this because we're scared shitless that the Lord put us to death if we don't do it. The Lord gave us clear instructions on what to do, and He set up men on this earth to lead us to do the right thing. All right, and that's why it's so simple. It's like, you know, it's no reason. There's no excuse for you to fuck this up. Go ahead, bro.
Yo, if I can say this real quick, hey, like, go ahead, bro.
Nah, say it, brother. Go ahead. Speak.
Yeah, I can say this real quick. You can, you know, like I said, brother said, you can be forced to go out and do that work, but that shit is only gonna last for so long. It's gonna come to the point where it's like, you know, you gonna find a way out, because look, you know, you can, you know, somebody can say, oh, I'm gonna watch you, make sure you're doing this and doing that, but eventually you're gonna run out of gas. You're gonna gas out, man. It got to be something within you. Faith, you got to believe. You know, that's really what, going back to faith, you got to believe in order for you to endure and keep going, bro. Because years and years can go by, and you like, damn, what's keeping me in this thing? What's keeping me going? What's keeping you going is you believe, man. That's your faith.
That's fuel.
What's keeping you going. Yeah, that's the fuel right there, man. That's what's keeping you going. Why do you think Elder Apostle Hart and all the other brothers, man, why do you think they've been going so long? Because, yeah, they get tired. Oh, man, I don't feel like doing this. Or I don't feel like doing that. You might not feel like doing this or whatever. You might not even feel like going to camp that week. But because you believe, all right, you're gonna do it. That's why people eventually fall out, because they stop believing. Going back to, it is impossible to please Him without faith. You stop believing, man. So you can't please the Lord no more. That's why you fall out of the truth and you stop doing videos, because you stop believing. You stop having faith, man.
That's right. At the end of the day, they never had the faith. These niggas that come into the truth and blah 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 bullshit their way through the truth, you know, through bullshit their way through you know, through the body, so to say. What happened if a brother can grab it? If they were of us, you know what I'm talking about? If they were others,
would continue with us,
have doubt. You know, grab that real quick before we continue, because this what happens when you unfaithful, man. All right, that's what happens when you're unfaithful. You ain't going nowhere in life, man. You didn't count the cost. You ain't do nothing prior to coming to truth. You just thought this was a gimmick. All right, you thought this was a come up for you, man. All right, you thought the men of the Lord was a means to get you somewhere. But what you were trying to be unfaithful. That's why you out straggling about like a worm in the sun, man, on the concrete, withering away. That's what happens to unfaithful niggas. Okay. What happens to unfaithful niggas? They wither away, man. But what the faithful, the ones that receive the gift, Lord's will, we those men, all right, well, they're gonna prosper, man. They're gonna continue to grow. They're gonna continue to keep going. They're gonna continue to condemn this place, and ultimately, they're gonna be called up into the air to meet the Lord in the sky. You got it?
Yeah. 1 John. I'm gonna start at the verse up top, verse 18. It's in verse 19. It says, "Little children, it is the last time, as ye have heard, that the Antichrist shall come."
Yeah, Antichrist meaning what? Those that are against the truth, man. Those that are against Hamashiach. Whatever we teach, the Antichrist is against it. I'm talking about 100% truth. All right, you're gonna get the 100% truth here at Great Millstone. So if you're coming up against Great Millstone, guess what? You are Antichrist, man. Because we come with 100% truth. We don't filter it. We don't leave nothing out. We tell you what it is and how it is, and that's it. Without feelings. All right. We don't sugarcoat it, because that's not what we're here for, man. We're not here to make friends. We're here to preach the truth, man. Go ahead.
Little children, it is the last time, as ye have heard that the Antichrist shall come. Even now are there many Antichrists.
Right, so there's many Antichrists, man. Even them that are calling themselves Israelites, man, they're part of that. They're part of that number, antichrist, man. Because what? They're anti, meaning against, and Christ, Hamashiach, meaning they're against Hamashiach. All right? Go ahead.
Whereby we know that it is the last time.
That's how we know we in the last times, man. This is how we know this is the last generation. Ain't no bullshit. Even Esau tells you we in this generation Z. Ain't nothing else after Z. What letters after Z? Shit. You let me know. Maybe I missed a day in elementary. But the last time I checked, Z was the last letter. And this is it, man. Because what? We know this is the end because there's what? Nothing but unfaithfulness on this earth. There's nothing but the signs of the times, man. The Lord told us exactly what's going to be happening in the last days, and now it's happening. Go ahead.
God, verse 19. It says, they went out from us, but they were not of us.
That's right. They went out from us, but they were not of us, man. So just like Judas Iscariot, okay, and more, and company, and co, like they say. All right, they came out with us, but they didn't continue with us, man. All right, that goes to show you that they were antichrist. They were never with it. They never had the faith, man. They were just faking the funk. All right, they were trying to get their. They had their own means. They had their own gain. They had their own priorities in this truth. Instead of serving Yahweh Shema Shai and pleasing Him, they were trying to serve themselves. And that goes to show you unfaithful people because the antichrist, all right, which are many, as the brother just read, they're unfaithful, okay, because they're against the Lord. They're against everything He stands for. They're against Yahweh Shema Shai. Those are unfaithful bastards, man. And what's going to happen to the unfaithful? All right, what is that? 2 Ezra 15. All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. Okay, and then the scripture tell you, be not curious how the unrighteous shall be destroyed, perish, contra water.
Something like that.
We'll get that. You keep going. Yeah, brother, hold that on deck. Go ahead, Khanakla.
Khan, go ahead.
Yeah, real quick, I was going to say, to back the brother up, the scripture say many in the last time, men shall depart from the faith, having itchy ears. And that's what we owe. That's how you know we're in the last days too, man. This is the last time because you actually have guys who were a part of this thing of ours, man, for decades. And that's a scary thing. And now they look at us like, damn, y'all still believe in that, or they cleaving into both Malone. They were heads of camps, and fell out.
They gotta say because it's either hot or cold with the Lord. That's why Scripture say the Lord's gonna search out Jerusalem with candlesticks. Because that's when we quoted earlier about, then shall I know who my chosen. You're gonna be like, oh, they'll be known. Like it's not gonna be a question. Right now, you have all these different platforms and people out there claiming to be men of the Lord, but there's no, definite answer unless, of course, you have the spiritual eye to see. So the Lord's gonna make it clear as day who the men that He's dealing with.
And how is He gonna do that? By your faith being tried, man. That's why 1 Corinthians the 13th chapter says every man's work shall be tried by fire.
Yeah, and that's why we're going through what we go through right now. Those faithful men, all right, the acceptable men, all right, another name for that. They're going through the furnace of adversity right now. So what? So ultimately, when the time comes, everyone's gonna know who those faithful men are. All right, the script Isaiah 4:1. All right, it's talking about 7 women shall cleave unto one man. They're not just gonna go run into any nigga. They're gonna go run into men that are faithful unto the Lord because there's gonna be a distinction between Lord's will, us, and them. It's gonna be made evident because what? We're gonna have the answers. They not because we believe, we have faith in what the Lord said. That's why knowledge and wisdom is gonna be the stability of thy times. Knowledge and what? Knowledge and wisdom in what? How to ride a bike? How to do a tune-up on a Chevy? No, what the words of the Lord is. That's the knowledge and wisdom that's gonna be the stability of the times. So we're not gonna be bugging out. We're not gonna be running around not knowing what the hell is going on. We're gonna know exactly what's going on, why it's going on, and what the outcome of it is. That's what's gonna separate us, man. That faith, because you have to actually believe in what you're reading. Okay, it's not just read this and go on the highways and byways and scream at people. You have to believe what we're gonna be going through, man. Believe what the scriptures say, and guess what? When that time comes, you're gonna be sturdy as a rock, man. You're gonna have a solid foundation in Yahweh Shai, all right? In the word, which is Yahweh Shai. That's what's gonna separate us in these last days, man. It ain't gonna be because the niggas it can bench 350 pounds. That's gonna get him killed in that day, man. All that muscle, man, and no meat, no protein around. That's gonna get that nigga killed. He gonna wither away like a worm in the sun. But what the words of Yahweh Shem Hashai, knowledge, wisdom, understanding is gonna get you through all these perils, man. All right, benching 350 and squatting 700 ain't gonna get you nowhere. But Yahweh Shem Hashai, you best believe is gonna get you everywhere. He's gonna get you into them chariots if you truly believe, which goes into faith, man. If you believe, you're gonna get on them chariots, man. If you endure, you're gonna be on them chariots. But what you have, it begins with faith. If you don't really believe this, you think it's a joke, then why are you here, man? You know, there's no reason for you to be here if you don't really believe that we're gonna be as they say, alien abductions, you know, nuclear missile destructions. If you don't believe that, then you lack faith, because the scripture tells you about these things. The scriptures clearly tell you about them. But what it takes faith to actually believe it. Go ahead.
Hey, brother, can I bring out this? I just want to bring out this one precept, brother. It's going to tie into everything else you're just saying. Real quick, just one verse. Hebrews 4:2. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
That's right. So what? The words of what? The words of Yahweh Shem Hashai didn't profit them because what? It wasn't mixed with faith. Read that again, Bob Shah. That was a cold scripture. The water.
This is Hebrews 4:2. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well unto them.
Unto us and as well unto them. So everybody's hearing this word, right? Everybody, what Matthew 24 say, then the gospel shall be preached throughout the whole world, and then the end shall come. So everybody's getting this gospel. Everybody's hearing the words. Go ahead. Read it again, Baba Shah.
Hebrews 4:2. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
That's right. So what? These people hearing the word, but what? It's not mixed with faith. Again, going back to that cake reference, you can have all the ingredients, but if you don't have that faith, it ain't gonna be a cake. Okay, it's gonna be without profit. It's gonna be it's gonna be a pancake instead of, you know, a multi-layered cake, man. It's gonna be a flat ass cake. Nobody like flat pancakes, man. You know, as far as when you're looking for something stacked, man. Just like nobody likes some flat booty cheeks when you're looking for something to squeeze on. You know what I'm saying? that don't make no sense, man. You looking for something, you know, you looking for some substance, man. And that's what the Lord's looking for. He gave you the word, he gave you the ingredients, but what? You lacking that one ingredient, the faith, man. That faith. So, hey, read that again one more time, Baba Shah.
This is Hebrews 4:2. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
That's right. So it didn't. It ain't gonna profit these guys, man. It ain't gonna profit a lot of people. As a matter of fact, the majority of the people, it's not gonna profit. All right. Because like even the brother just read, if they were of us, they would know, have doubt, continue with us, man. So hey, that scripture goes with them. It didn't profit them. Though they heard it, it didn't profit them because they were not of us. Lord willing, and we those men, you know, it at the end of the day, you know, to say bluntly, this ain't for everybody. Okay, let's go to Romans, unless somebody got something.
Yeah,
I got something.
Go ahead, brothers. Go ahead.
Real quick. This is book of Second Esdras, chapter 9, verse 5. It says, "For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs, and every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning," going into the elect. All right. So those men are going to be saved in the end. We're talking about in the end, when, you know, when everything is said and done, when everything starts falling apart here in the world, the ones that are going to be saved are going to be saved by their works and by their faith. And again, works and faith come hand in hand. All right. So those men, the chosen ones of the Lord, the ones that the Lord has sanctified from the beginning, are going to be out there. All right. They're going to be made. They're going to be seen out there. All right. And they're going to be doing the holy works of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all through the fear and all through faith. All right. Go ahead, Kwam.
Yeah, Khan. This is John, St. John, chapter 1. The point is verse 12. I'm going to read verse 10. It says, he was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of the Most High, even to them that believe on his name. You know, so Yahushua, what? As many as came, received him, all right, because when Yahushua was on the scene, all right, he had particular souls that believed, all right, in him, man, believed in his message that he was the true son of the living power, Yahweh, man. And through their belief, okay, he made them sons of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay, he had a covering over them that we have, those will be those men we have on this day, man. All right, and that's why St. John 17 says, what? Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth, man. You know, so we have that truth, we have that word. So, Lord's will we be those men? We are sanctified, meaning sacred, meaning separated, okay, from the nation of Israel, making us that Israel of God, man. You know, that are sanctified and holy, you know.
Galatians 6 and 16.
16, that's right, bro. You know, making us holy in as it is written, you know, I have likened thee unto a comely and delicate woman, man. You know, so the Lord is making up those men. He's making up those souls, you know, that he have that believed in him, man. From the foundations of the earth, we would see that's the problem right there, bro. That's the reason right there why people can't get it, because of the simple fact that this is all back to predestination, man. All right, the brother quoted it earlier before we started in Jeremiah, the 1st chapter. It says, I have chosen, what do you say? I have sanctified, I have made you a prophet.
From the womb.
From the womb. So that's the point. From the womb, we were predestined to have faith in the Lord.
From the womb to the tomb,
Yeah. You know?
Yeah, I got a precept to go with that. I don't think we ever brought it out. Oh no, okay. Did you bring it out, Arya? I don't know. I think somebody was about to bring it out. The Jeremiah.
No, we never brought it out. You
got it? Okay, go ahead, bro. You got it? All right. Yeah, go. If you got it?
No, you got it.
Okay, I got it. Okay, good. This is Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Going back to what you started with, man, about the faithful. Let's go back to that, man. Let's go back to that. What was it?
Sirach 13 and I'm sorry, Sirach 1
13 and 40.
13 and 14.
13, 40. If you get it, go ahead, brother. You got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got it for you. I got you. All right, this is the book of Sirach. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 1. All right.
Going to show you that the faithful are from the womb, man. It's not something you get one day you wake up and say, oh, I'm going to be faithful to the Lord. No, you got to be. You can't even say you got to be born with it. It's got to be given unto you from the womb. And to go even deeper, it's got to be given unto you from the foundations of the earth, before the foundations of the earth. That's how cool the Most High is.
I got you.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah.
I got you. I got a nasty one for you. This is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36. I'm going to read verse 11 and then verse 14 through 16. It says, gather all the tribes of Jacob together and inherit thou them as from the beginning. Okay, jumping down to verse 14. It says, fill Zion with thine unspeakable oracles, and give thy people and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony unto them that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. You know, going into going into the minute of the Lord, you know, these are the same men that was with Yahushua from the beginning, you know, and this is the same thing coming back, man. These are the same prophets from the very beginning, like the brother was speaking of from before the foundations of the earth, man.
Yeah.
You know?
As a matter of fact, the brother, I believe it's in Ephesians chapter 1.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit, bro.
Yeah,
I got you, bro.
Bring it out, brother.
Yeah, bro. I was there, bro. I was there, bro. That's the spirit. Just reading that. The brother was talking.
Hey, don't be there, brother. Be in there.
Yeah. This is Ephesians 8, chapter 1, verse 11. It says, "In whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestinated according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will." So like the brother was saying, man, we were predestinated by the counsel of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's why Isaiah, the 46th chapter, all right, it says what? Declaring the end from the beginning, man. You know, the things that shall stand according to his counsel, man. And the counsel of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is to deal with the meek, the humble, all right, to bring them to sit amongst the seat of kings, man. You see? That's how the Lord deals, man. He deals with the humble and the meek, those that are of a contrite spirit, the lowly, man. That's why Yahushua, being the chief of lowly, what he came riding in Jerusalem on an ass, man. You know, to be a to what? Show you to represent. All right, the Yahushua is getting ready to what? Bless are they who are meek, so they shall inherit the earth. Because from the beginning, we were predestined to be those men that will cast it out, man, for his name's sake, so that we can obtain, all right, the glory that's going to come with this, man. You see? That's it, bro.
I got some going in on the point. Isaiah 49, I'll read verse 1 and I'll go down to verse 5. Isaiah 49, verse 1. "Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people whose heart. The Lord Yahweh Shai have called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name." So going into the point, the Lord has been dealing with the select few people. Okay, and also going through, would you have to understand reincarnation? It even makes the story that much more smaller. Okay, you go talking about these great men, it's King David, Peter. Okay, these are all the same men coming all over again. All right, Moses. All right, this is a small group of people the Lord's always been dealing with. Okay, and that's why it's called an election. It's not all the above. Okay, this is for a select few group of people. All right, so we're going on to verse 5, Isaiah 49 and 5. "And now saith the Lord Yahweh Shai that formed me from the womb to be his servant, okay, to bring Jacob again to him. Though though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my power shall be my strength." So again, just going into the point, okay, this is verse 6. "And he said, It is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to rise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved of Israel."
Yeah,
okay?
That's what we're doing.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's what we're doing. We're restoring the preserved. Preserve, man. Before preserve, when you preserve something, all right, you're keeping it. You saving it.
My grape that I kept.
Right. Yeah, the cluster, the grape of the cluster, man. Hey, and that's the mercy of Yahweh because he said, "What in great labor hath he made it perfect, man." Okay, so the elect was made perfect from the beginning. You see? Hey, we were made perfect through our imperfections, man. Okay, because Yahweh Shai getting ready to show you, all right, that he was dealing with us, all right, these filthy rags, if you will, this whole time, man.
Hey,
you know,
right.
We were made perfect through Yahweh Shai.
That's right, bro. That's right. And with that being said, the Lord is gonna show you he was dealing with us the whole time according to Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, man. You see, they're going to be amazed at the strangers of our salvation because they're gonna be like, "Damn, the Lord was dealing with this nigga the whole time." You know, like, damn, this nigga, I know this nigga, man. He worked right here, you know. Oh, man, this nigga drove buses all his life. Well, this nigga just did some stupid shit, you know, just was real, you know, just in the world. I knew this nigga, man. But that's gonna show you
that's that wisdom of
the meaning of the Lord.
Hey, that makes me think of the parable Yahushua spoke about the wheat and the tares. He said, "Let them go together until the time of the harvest." Okay, the time of the harvest being now, the end of the world. Okay, the Lord said at the end, you know, which is the end being now. Okay, he's gonna make a separation between those who was gonna serve the Most High, really his elect, and the people who are going to be perished. Okay, the gathering, when you pick up a wheat and a tare, it's a distinction. All right, the tare is what? Like it says, thrown in the fire.
Hey, kind of, yeah. Hey, but what, like the brother was just saying, the wheat and the tear, they grow together though. That's the thing. You gotta let it grow together, and then when the reapers come, which is gonna be the angels, they're gonna do the separation. You know, they're gonna do the separating.
Yeah.
Because wheat and
Yeah,
tear,
we
you
can't
don't
tell.
just go
Yeah.
into the wheat field and start picking, the tear piece by piece. Nah, you you got to wait to the harvest, and that's what
Yeah,
the way. And the Most High, them parables and them allegories is nasty, man. That's why the Lord did it. The Lord said things so people could understand, so people can understand, so to say.
regular people. Yeah, because back in the day, because look at today rather, you got people saying that, all the Israelites are black or whatever. Everybody's black, but you don't understand that there's some people who look like they're black, but they really stem from Esau,
Yeah,
or from one of the other nations,
yeah,
and it's just the same thing. We don't know, but we can tell by the spirit. We look through the spirit and we have an indication, like, okay, yeah, that's a brother or whatever the case may be, But you got people who are just carnally minded and just don't have no faith in the Lord, and they're gonna go right by eyes or whatever the case may be.
yeah. Niggas like that, we're not even dealing with no more. That's like 2014 shit. You want to stay stuck on stupid. That's like a transmission. The transmission stuck in reverse.
That
If your
old
transmission
argument.
stuck in reverse, what do you do with the car? You put that bitch in reverse and roll it off the hill. That's it.
Mhm.
We're
You
not
bring that
dealing with that
old
shit
argument
anymore.
back up when that's been taken care of a long time ago. You want to bring that back up,
Yeah.
But that's gonna get people out of the faith,
Well, good for them, because the Lord don't want them.
Mhm.
If you get
That's
out of
right.
that, good for
Mhm.
you. Have a
That's
nice
right.
day. Enjoy your life. That's all we
Mhm.
got. That's all I got to say about that. Like Forrest Gump said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, the scriptures say, like back to Brother Asa, let the multitude perish that were born in vain, man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
That's,
And the
that's right.
scripture tell you about not worrying about the wicked. How the wicked shall
Yeah, we're
perish.
gonna bring that out too.
Okay, kind. We'll say that for the end. well,
Yeah, bet.
oh, okay. We got a couple scriptures for the end, but yeah, let's keep going. Anybody else got anything?
No, that's it.
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
It's more of an end scripture, but I'll bring it out.
Yeah.
St. Matthew's 24, and I'll start at 44.
Time.
It says, "Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant," going back to that faithful and wise servant, "whom the Lord hath made ruler over his household to give them meat in due season." It says, "Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily," meaning truly, "I say unto you that he shall make him ruler over all his goods." All right.
Right.
So it says, who is that faithful and wise servant? Go ahead, bro.
That's right. No, like the brother was saying, man, who's that faithful and wise servant, man? Because what though, that faithful and wise servant is gonna be doing what's commanded of him, right? Taking heed to what the elders that have been established throughout the decades, not all of a sudden what you think. No, it's what the Yahweh Shema Shai has set up throughout the decades before some of us were even born. So it's not what you think or how you feel. It's what the Spirit has set up, right? So what are we judging being faithful off of? First and foremost, the scriptures. And guess what? We have elders that have been fulfilling these things for decades. Some of us, before we even born, man. All right. So what is the Lord going to be looking for? First and foremost, what the scriptures say. Okay. All right. But what? The Lord ain't here to show you how to live your day-to-day life, right? The Lord ain't here to tell you and whisper in your ear what to do. But guess what? Did not Paul say, "Be followers of me as I am of Yahushai Hamashiach"? So we got men on here on this planet, all right, to show us exactly what we need to do. But people want to buck up against that. People hear the apostle speaking and think contrary to that, man. That is a lack of faith, man. Going back to the topic of the talk, man. The topic of the talk. All right, the faithful and the unfaithful, man. The unfaithful is not going to believe that the Lord is dealing with these men. but the faithful will follow them as they followed Paul and the disciples, as they followed the disciples and Paul back in that day. Point blank, period. All right. Lord said, do this, then you do it. The apostle said this, then you best believe it's through you. How about Shema Shai? He's saying that through, man. And that's that again, man. This is it's more intricate, if that's the word, intricate than just okay. You reading the scriptures and think you know what you're talking about, man. You don't know what you're talking about until you experienced it, man. You have to live through it to know what you're talking about. It's called experience. And guess who got the experience? Go ahead, Art. Read that again.
God. This is it says Matthews 24:45, who then is that faithful and wise servant whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household to give them meat in due season. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
That's right. So what are we supposed to be doing when the Lord returns, man? We're supposed to be doing what the Lord said to do, man. What Yahweh Shai tell us to do? He told us a lot of things, man. But what? We're supposed to be doing those things to the best of our abilities, man. And who's our best example? Like I was referring back to what I just said. Who's our best example, man? All right, because the Lord ain't here today so you can go watch him and okay, well, this is what I need to do. No, the Lord is showing you what to do through other men. And it's plain and simple. It's clear as day. The rain X is on the window. All right, it's clear and evident what we need to be doing, man. The Lord has set up men above us. All right, the men above us is showing us what to do through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. It's not how we feel, man. But what it takes faith to understand that, man. It takes faith to believe in that, and so you can follow these men. So for us to follow the apostles and elders, you have to have faith, man. Because what happens when you lose the faith, or you unfaithful, or you never had the faith, you end up bucking up against the men that the Lord set up, man. And that's the last place you want to be in. Go ahead, Akian.
Yeah, Khan, you pretty much just said exactly what I was going to say. It takes faith to believe that the apostles, all right, are those examples. They are the followers of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, just like the brother said, be ye followers of me as I am of Yahweh Shai. You see men that have been doing this walk for decades upon decades in truth and sincerity. All right. Hey man, that's great examples of being of Yahweh Shai, man. That's great examples of walking on those footsteps, man. Which is what they leading you to righteousness, man. You know, they bringing you to that righteousness, man. They bringing you to the light. Okay, that's why the scriptures say in the book of Daniel, and the many as bring them to the light shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, man. Which is going to be the reward, all right, of leading the sheep, all right, to Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, because that's what we're doing, man. We're bringing the sheep back to the fold, you know, as good shepherds of Hamashiach. That's why the scripture, that's why the brother brought out in St. Matthew 24. Those who then is that faithful and wise servant whom the Lord, when he returns, shall find so doing, being what? A watchman. Okay, a servant of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. All right, which is what? Go out upon that watchtower, man. Okay, prophesy, man. Be a man of the Lord, you know. Because to hell with the rest of these people, they through 2/3 is done, man. All right, go out here and reel in the elect, meet for repentance, man. You got it.
Yeah, I was gonna say again, the video. Faith is the X factor. You know, what is the difference outwardly between us and the next man? It's not outward, it's the inward.
Man,
you know,
right.
the faith is comes from inside. You know,
That's
you
right.
So this is faith right here. It's played out by your actions, but it started within you. You know, and it's played out here in your bodies. Okay, we have again examples.
Like the brother just said, man, faith begins within you because it takes ultimately before you do that action, you know, before you show your works, you have to have the faith in you to start it. You know what I'm saying? You know, like the brother just said, man, you gotta have faith to go out there, man. You know, faith got to be in you. You know, because it takes faith to go out there and tell people in America that their kingdom's going down. That takes faith. You really got to believe in the Lord to say something like that, you know. But at the end of the day, just because you're going out there and telling America they're gonna be destroyed, don't mean you got the faith. So, you know, it's a trial. It's a trial. Faith is a trial. Patience worketh faith. Okay, or faith worketh patience along those lines. What was that? Ariel, what chapter was that?
Ephesians. Hold on, 5, I believe. Hold on a second.
The trying of your patience.
Yeah, let me find it real quick.
I think that's James. I'll get it.
Nah, it was something we brought out this week.
Yeah, it might be James. It might be James. Chapter
1.
3. Oh, 1 and 3, something like that.
Oh yeah, that's one.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so hey, we already read it, man. Some of us came in, if they were of us, they would no doubt continue with us. Okay, so just because you're screaming out there on the highways and byways don't mean a damn thing, because that's not the end all be all. But you gotta have the faith to continue. If a brother want to grab Mark 13:13 and hold that on deck, and then go ahead and get it out. If you got it.
You got that, Quam?
Yeah, I'll read. I'll get it again. All right,
go ahead.
Whoever got it first.
Yeah,
Look at James.
Hey, because faith, at the end of the day, faith ultimately is that key. Is the key, man? Faith is what is going to show you how by Shema Shai that you actually love him. And how are you going to show your faith? Through your works. So if you really ultimately have faith, you're going to show your works. And I'm not just talking about what we're doing right now, being on a StreamYard or YouTube, putting up videos, going out on the highways and byways. No, faith goes deeper than that. Okay. You think the apostles were showing their faith on YouTube before 2007? No, it's a thing you got to live day to day. And of course, we ain't perfect. We know that. If you think that, and you're a simpleton and you ain't gonna make it, I'll tell you that right now. Faith is a thing you show day to day, man. You work on yourself every day. The faithful will work on themselves every day. The scripture tell you examine yourself daily. All right. Another scripture says that in the Sirach it says examine thyself before judgment. Okay, so what? It's a thing. Faith is the thing that you don't just say I have faith. No, you do it every single day. You show the Lord you love him every day. You work on yourself every day. You show him you love him every day. Okay, whether it be by reading, okay, doing video, okay, helping brothers out. It's more than just doing videos and going on the high. They didn't have YouTube back when Yahweh Shai was on the scene. So that's not the answer. That's not the answer to the equation. YouTube is not the answer to the equation. There's more to it, man. It's living a life. All right, following in the steps of Yahweh Shai, man. That's what shows the faithfulness to Yahweh Shai. Living His word, man, to the best of your ability. You really love the Lord. The Lord said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Of course, we're not perfect again. But that's not an excuse to bullshit, to be a nigga. We have to be examples of this world, man. We have to be examples unto this world. Salat. All right? As Yahweh Shai was an example unto us, we have to be examples unto the world, man. The Yahweh Shai was the light unto us. We supposed to be the light unto the world. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it, man. You going around being a nigga and degenerate is not showing what Yahweh Shai showed unto us, man. And I can say that because I've personally been through it, man. And this truth, man. I was doing a lot of stupid shit that I shouldn't have been doing, and that wasn't showing what Yahweh Shai was about. I had to correct it and keep it moving, man. Be better. Because ain't nobody perfect in this flesh. The only person that was perfect in the flesh was Yahweh Shai. Through what? Through faith, because he believed in Yahweh. He knew what was going on. He had the full conviction that Yahweh was with him, even though he had to go through what he had to go through. Did he continue? He asked the Father 3 times to take the cup from his hand. But what? He went through it because he knew Yahweh was with him. He had that faith. Is not that an example unto us? That's an example unto us, man. Yahweh Shai, the first begotten son had to go through that. All right. Even though he pleaded the Lord to let the cup pass from him. So what do you expect is going to happen to you, man? What like the saying go, expect for the worst or hope for the best, expect for the worst, man. But through faith, we understand that Yahweh Shema Shai is going to be with us. At the end of the day, we understand that the Lord is with us and He's going to deliver us from whatever He put us in. If you got to die, then so be it. You're going to be with Yahweh Shai in the blink of an eye. If not, then you're going to be with Him when He calls you up into them skies. How comforting is that? If you don't find that comforting, I don't know what to tell you. Go ahead, Akim. I see you got some precepts up there.
Oh, it was the James. I was gonna bring it out for you. James 1. I'll just start at the top. James 1:1. James, the servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Because again, we preach this across, to all nations, because our brethren are scattered abroad. Verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Right? Because our faith is what's ultimately going to make us perfect. Because our flesh, again, my brother was bringing it out earlier, we ain't shit in this flesh. The only one that was somebody in this flesh was Yahweh Shah. But what makes us perfect is through the Spirit, which is, is guided by our faith. When you really know something to be true, and you bet anything on it, because and you got no proof, but you just know that it's right. That's what the Lord is dealing with. And we know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that this is the truth. And we bet it all on this. We bet everything on this. Without wavering, without second guessing, without needing any kind of proof. We are fully persuaded. Mm-hmm. Our heart is all in this. That's why you got cats out there, their heart ain't in this. They're doing it for some other reason. The only reason why we're doing this is so Yahweh Shah could come back and get his crown and get his throne.
Yeah. That's really that's what we're doing. We ushering in the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, man. And we hope to be joint heirs with him. We rolling out the red carpet in hopes. We trying to get our hands dirty in hopes that the king comes and says, you know what, you worthy to stand next to me.
Be in the presence of the Lord, you made it through. You endured everything with your faith. You got through all the perilous times, and at the end, what's the Lord do? He puts a crown on your head, and you tell him you don't want that.
Hey, brother,
you want to stay here in America. You want to be an American. You want to be an American Israelite and keep preaching on YouTube forever until you're grown up and you grow and you wither away. That's what you want to do forever. You don't really want the kingdom to come. We want Yahweh to come back and get his throne and get the crowns of all these different nations, and He ultimately put a crown on our heads for our work we put in. That's all we asking for. That's all we want, and we believe it's gonna happen. That's why we do it. We still doing this because we believe that's gonna happen. We would have stopped doing this shit a long time ago if we it was cool. It was cool last year, but I'm trying to get this paper. We ain't on that spirit, bro. That's y'all. Oh y'all on that shit, man. We ain't on that shit. Y'all can get all the paper you want. We'll wait. We'll fucking wait. And when the Lord finally comes back, guess what? It ain't gonna be no paper we get, all right? We're talking about gold. Boulders of gold, man. Anything you can think of that's great, we gonna have that. And we gonna wait for it because we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua that we putting in coins in our spiritual bank account, and it's growing and growing and growing. We believe that. Ain't no questions over here. We know that. All right? And we know that a lot of y'all out there faking the funk. But go ahead, Dawud, you have something?
No. I mean, you was speaking about getting them crowns. I was actually holding that. I can just get to the point.
Yeah, good.
Second Ezra chapter 2 and verse 45. Actually, let me read this other precept to go right along with it. This is Hebrews chapter 6, 6 and 10. All right. It says, "For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which you show towards his name, and that you minister to the saints and do minister." Right? Compare that with this here precept. It's Second Ezra chapter 2 and verse 45. He answered and said unto me, "These be they," verse 44. "So I asked the angel, and he said, Sir, what are these? And he answered and said unto me, These be they which have put off the mortal clothing, and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh. Now are they crowned and receive palms."
God, so the Lord is putting crowns on the heads of those that stood stiffly for him in his name. All right. So Ezra, he had a vision of us and himself getting that crown. He just didn't know it. He didn't know what the hell he was looking at. He saw Yahweh Shai. He actually saw Yahweh Shai putting crowns, royal crowns on the heads of the elect of the Most High Yahweh. You know how beautiful that must have been. And he's like, "Yo, what is this? What is this?" Those are them that was standing stiffly in this fucking Babylonian world. While all this shit, all these distractions were going on out here. You got bitches taking their asses. You got drugs and TV and all this shit going on. These men were out there standing stiffly in the name of the Lord. That's what they were doing. And so what's their price? They get to be kings and rulers in the kingdom to come. They're gonna be rulers in the kingdom to come. That's what we fighting for. Read on.
Verse 47. It says verse 46. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of God, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord.
Yeah, that's Yahweh Shai. He saw. He had a vision of Yahweh Shai, the Son of the Most High. So that's what it was. That's the end. That's the end. That's when Esau's fallen and this place is burnt up. Yahweh Shai he's gonna reward his men. And there's a good chance that you brothers out there watching these videos and on the highways and byways are part of that number. And same thing with us. We doing that. And we believe that the Lord is going to have that kind of mercy on us. We don't know, but we have that mercy. We know through the Spirit that's what it is. We're confident, but we still pray the Lord keeps the Spirit on us to continue. Because like the brothers read in Hebrews 6, he's not going to forget our labor of love. All this work that brothers have done, and we still believe, and we still, doing what we're supposed to do, and we staying in order, and, we calling on the holy name. You think the Lord's just going to make us get hit by a damn bus tonight? He could. But the Lord is not how the Lord works. The Lord is merciful. So we through the Spirit, we have faith that the Lord is going to save us out of this hell. And we see all the signs that the Lord is showing us. He's not giving us, he gives us vision sometimes, but ultimately he shows us signs. He shows us his works by everything that's going on in this world. With all the strikes and the riots and the sedition going on right now in the world, and the natural disasters and the hell that's happening across the world, that's showing you that we in the end, and the Lord's about to make his next move through Esau. And Esau, when Esau does that move, it's gonna make splashes here in America, and that's what we're waiting for. Those are the next steps to usher in the kingdom of heaven, and that's what we have faith. Once that happens, and they shut down this YouTube, all this shit happening with the YouTube, we celebrating it. Yeah, it pisses us off, but at the same time we celebrate because like, all right, cool, we almost out of this bitch. All right, what's next? And the Lord keeps showing us signs of what's next. And we getting closer to that time. We have faith that the Lord is going to preserve us and he's going to destroy all their asses. That's all I got.
Yeah, so, with that, if anybody got anything else, any precepts?
No.
All right, so with that, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem,
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, salutation, much love to Yakim out there pushing out his word to sincerity. In closing, You know, this is this is the time to show your faith, man. This ain't no joke. Ain't nothing to be giggling about. This is serious work. All right, the Lord's finna start killing people, man, on a high level. The scripture tell you there'd be more that perish than that be saved. You know, roughly paraphrasing. You know, so we got to show the Lord that we actually love Him through what? Through our faith, man. For the Lord, that's what He's looking for, man. That's what didn't He say? Shall I find faith on earth? You know, so when He returns, so you know, these are some heavy times we're living in, man. Brother's been saying that for a lot of years, but now the prophecies are really speaking. So it ain't time to be, bullshitting around. You know, your main priority should be in this truth. If your main priority is not in this truth, you finished. You're gonna receive a horrible death. If your priority is not Yahweh Shema Shai, then you're not worthy of the kingdom of heaven. You're not worthy of the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai. If your priority number one is not this truth before yourself, before your family, before anything. If you don't have Yahweh Shema Shai number one on the list, then you ain't gonna make it. Point blank, period. All right. So with that, Shalom. Stay strong and continue to push out this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.
So.